Alright, this is Unit 1, Objective 5, Comparison of Probability and Statistics. Okay, so probability and statistics, two terms, are two separate but related fields of mathematics. It has been said that probability is the vehicle of statistics, meaning that the theory of statistics would not be possible without the laws of probability. Okay, so basically you need probability to get statistics. Okay, so we use the laws of probability. So you need to understand probability is looking at how likely outcomes are. Okay, so with probability we're looking at how likely things are. In statistics, we're using that known likelihood or that known rule and laws to predict outcomes. Okay, so you can see how they're really related, right? Probability is looking at how likely things are. Statistics are using those laws to then predict what we think will happen in a situation. Okay, so we have two boxes. We have the probability box over here. This is the probability box. And we have the statistics box. Okay, for probability box, we know we have 5 red marbles, 5 blue marbles, 5 green marbles. Okay, so in probability, we're going to answer questions like, if one marble is randomly drawn, what is the chance that it will be blue? Okay, hopefully you know how to do this already. There are 5 blue marbles out of 15 marbles total, right? 5 blue, there's 15 total marbles in here. That can simplify, and we have a 1/3 chance of getting blue. That would actually be true of red or green, right? We have a 1/3 chance of getting each color because they have equal numbers, equal likelihood. Okay, so those laws that we use to get that idea, understanding the total versus the number and all of that, that's what we can actually use in statistics as well. Okay, so what if I ask the question, what is the probability that it is either red or blue? So what's the probability of getting either one of those? Well, I have 5 red, 5 blue, so that would be 10 out of the 15, which would be 2/3 chance of getting red or blue. Okay, so that's another law, right? We can combine things inside to get the probability of both, which we actually are going to spend a lot of time in probability this semester, and we'll go through what specifically that law is. Okay, but then we have our statistics box. Notice I have no idea what's inside. So the box is sealed. Maybe all you can do is like reach in and sample something, but we can't actually know. So maybe this is actually the same box, but we have no idea. We just hear marbles rolling around. That's all we know is we're dealing with marbles. We have no idea what's in it, and we want to predict what is the outcome. Okay, so in statistics, we take an unknown box. We take samples. So maybe we take a sample of 3, put it back, then another sample of 3 marbles, put it back, another sample of 3 marbles, and mix it around so that we're getting similar results each time. And then using those samples, we can then predict, well, how many red marbles, how many blue marbles, and how many green marbles do we have? Okay. And we might not be able to predict the exact total, but we could probably predict the likelihood, the ratio of the marbles. Okay, so I might not be able to say, well, there's exactly 5 blue marbles out of 15 total marbles in this box, but I might be able to, after sampling enough times, say, well, based on our samples, we believe there's a 1/3 chance that every time you take a marble out, it will be blue. Or a 2/3 chance that every time you take a marble out, it will be either red or blue. Okay, so we'll be able to predict those probabilities if we sample correctly. Okay, so then we get into terminology. There are 2 terms that are very important. You have the first term, which we just talked about, probability. Okay, you might want to highlight that. That is a key term that you need to know. So it is known quantities used to find the chance of certain outcomes or events. The other term is statistics, which we've actually already talked about the term statistics, but this is where we take samples, describe samples, that's descriptive statistics, Then make inferences about the entire population. That would be inferential. So the whole category of statistics is we take samples, describe them, and make inferences about populations. Remember that we did talk about these are the 1.1 notes. We talked about these two terms. Descriptive is where we take and describe. Inferential is where we take that data and predict what's going to happen with the population. Okay, so write your 3-sentence summary